thing. Hold up.
Hey, so let me give you the honest truth of that.
So tell me how this thing really
Let me give you the honest truth of that, right? Okay, so I came here in 06.
Okay.
Right? Well, let me rewind. I came here in 98. I came home from the feds in 04. When I came home from the feds in 04, man, I'm still navigating. You got to think I still got a kid mindset, man, because I went in at such a young age. You know what I mean? I gravitated to a lot of old heads, but I still had that mind frame that I had so much catching up to do, right? So when I came here in 04, I'm like, damn, you know, Houston is the city, man, you know what I mean?
Big
Real
lights,
players
yeah.
and ballers, man.
Right.
So when I came here, it was niggas rolling candy red Benzes, candy red Cadillacs. I'll never forget
Southwest
Pat with the Benz, he was an S500, man, candy red with the drop. So I'm looking, you got to think I come from Arkansas. My mind ain't that big yet. You know what I mean? I got an idea of what I want to do, but I'm steady seeing these niggas and I'm looking at it like, man, I don't stand a chance around these niggas. This is what I'm steady telling myself. So I said, man, I got to go somewhere else and come back. You know what I mean? I got to go find myself. And when I find myself, I'm going to come back. So when I came back, so when I was here in 04, I had an F-150, Ford F-150. My partner, Paris, man. You remember Paris?
I remember Paris. Come on,
Hey,
P.
listen, man.
Tall P,
one of the
man.
greatest niggas I ever met, man. I'm going to tell you why, though. I come home in 04. I went to the halfway house in Houston. Big Steve from Rap-A-Lot, man. I got to give him his flowers because he the nigga that embraced me in the feds, man, when I was a kid. You know what I mean? And the nigga was always preaching to me about Houston. All he talked about was Houston. When I tell you a nigga that loved Houston to death, Steve loved Houston, man. And this was my cellie. And if I was fortunate enough to be in the cell with this nigga.
Wow.
Right? So all he used to talk about was this nigga named Lil J. They call him, you know, what the world call him. They call him Lil J, right? So he used to always talk to me about this nigga. And when I was on my way home, I told the nigga, I don't want to go back to Arkansas. I want to go to Houston. He helped me get into the halfway house here in Houston. So when I come here in 04, Paris, man, when I didn't have a home, I didn't have none of that shit, man. Paris owned his own rental properties.
Yeah.
He gave me a crib, but the nigga gave me a DTS Cadillac, DeVille. I'm gonna show you this picture when we wrap up, right?
We need that.
The nigga gave me the Cadillac DTS, man. And when he told me, he said, man, just keep it as long as you need it, man. Because he already knew from me when I was 14, 15, 16 years old, he knew I was running. So he knew it wasn't gonna be long. So he give me the keys, bam, right? So I'm going out, I'm moving around. So I finally got my bread up and I bought me a red F-150. That motherfucker was fire engine red. But the bitch kept on having problems, man. I bought him one of them used car lots, man. And the motherfucker just kept having problems all the time, man. And I had this girl, she was Asian, right?
Right.
Her family was rich as a motherfucker. Grandfather, man, you know what I mean, worth 200-300 million. Damn. And he owned a big, you know, in Arkansas we got cotton farms. They pick cotton. The grandfather had a cotton farm. That's where he got his money from. They was in the cotton gang, right? So I meet the chick. Something ended up happening with her in college, and her daughter. She had a newborn daughter. I mean, a toddler. She went to class. The little baby woke up and was strolling around the college campus. So they kicked the girl out of college. They had her all on the news.
Bad mother.
They tried to create her to be this bad mother, but she wasn't. She was trying to balance life. As a young kid, man, you know what I mean, in college, man, got a toddler baby. She trying to balance this shit out. But they painted her to be this bad person for headlines, and they kicked her out of college, right? So when they kicked her out of college, granddaddy disowns her, right? Fast forward, she meet me, right? And fell in love with me, you know what I mean? And she down on her luck. She telling me, man, hey, I need to get back on my game, blah, blah, bam, right? So you know me, I'm running. So she tell me, man, whatever I need to do, let's do it. So to make a long story short, Me and her, we got to it, right? Grandfather passed away, never removed her out the will. So all the grandkids got the money. They were supposed to get like 12 million apiece.
Oh.
It was like 6 grandkids. They were supposed to get 12 million apiece. The family got to arguing that the grandfather had disowned her. You know what I mean?
She wasn't the rightful owner.
And she wasn't supposed to get
Her estate.
what the rest of these kids was getting, right? So I went and I told her, look, man, you want to fight for that? And she said, yeah. So I get an attorney. We get the attorney involved. The attorney he get involved. So he ended up getting them to settle out for 7 instead of the 12. We could have went all the way, but old girl was emotionally drained from the situation, man, because she couldn't understand how her own mother was so money hungry. She had a brother. I mean, she had a sister. She wanted the sister to get what the other sister was supposed to get. So the mom was gonna walk away with about 25 million between both kids, right? And the own mother turned against her. So I'm the only person that didn't turn against her when all the bricks were stacked. So she remembered that. Now, mind you, when we get the phone call that the family had reached an agreement, right? I'm thinking, man, I wasn't gonna never see this chick again. This chick about to walk into 7 million, man. You know what I mean? That's a lot of motherfucking money. So she called me and she was like, hey, they got a mediation. I need to fly down there. We was in St. Louis at the time. I flew her to Arkansas so she can go to the mediation. She called me. She said, hey, we went ahead and agreed. Boom, boom, I signed on it. I'm going to stay here until the check clear because it still got to go through the process. So about 10 days passed where they went through the process and the attorney for the estate wrote a cashier's check, right? So I'm thinking, okay, cool. So mind you,
she gone.
In my mind, I'm not even focused on that. I got to go ahead and take off.
Because she gone.
She gone.
That's what you think.
She called my phone, man. I'll never forget it, man. It was one of the best days of my life. She said, hey, do you have a bank account? I'm like, yeah. She was like, well, look, I'm going to go ahead and cash. I'm going to put this check in your bank account. Right? And I'm like, nah. So, you know me, I'm coming from a street mindset at the time. Man, I'm 20, I think I was about 22, going on 23. And she told me this. I'm like, nah, hell nah. So I called one of my partners, man, you know what I mean? There's an older nigga that I looked up to that been playing with some M's for years. I say, man, look, man, this is the situation, blah, blah, bam, right? He told me, nigga, that's the best thing in the world to happen to you is for her to put it in your bank.
Immediately.
So fast forward, I say, well, look, I ain't gonna do that. I said, look, why you don't go to the bank and ask them to cash it? Think about it. I'm still young-minded.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you can go to the bank and grab 3-4 million, max 7 million, like it ain't nothing.
You
right?
gotta make appointments for that.
So she calls me from the bank and tell me that they don't have the money to give her at this moment. And I'm like, damn. So now my mind racing. I'm trying to get 7. I'm thinking I'm finna get 7 tickets, man, right now. So she said, how about this? I'm gonna just come to Houston. I'll meet you in Houston and I just bring the check and we just do whatever we gonna do with it. So I called my partner back, the nigga that I'm talking about, and he said, nah, just tell her to go ahead and deposit it. That way when you get here, you can just go in the bank and get what you need. Boom, I tell her the same thing. So she goes and cash the check. And it take 3 to 5 days for a big check like this to clear. So when she got to Houston, she came, we chilled, we went out to eat, man, and she had this heart-to-heart conversation with me, right? Now, mind you, Mike, this gonna send cheers to your body, my nigga. I don't know what she about to talk about. We just sitting there, she telling me, man, you know, everything that's going on. And she said, hey, I feel like my grandfather, I feel like this was God, you know what I mean, telling me that I was going down the wrong path. And I want to go back to school. And I feel like God put me in a position to where I can go back to school, take care of my daughter, you know what I mean? But I also want to take care of you because you were there for me when everybody turned their back, even my own mother. And I'm like, that was my job to do that. I was your man, you know what I mean? You know. So she says, nah, you don't even understand how that did something to me, right? The girl slides me a cashier's check for $4 million.
Oh.
When I tell you, man, I look. Now, mind you, I know it was 7.
You mad?
No.
Okay.
I ain't mad.
All right.
She gave me more than she kept for herself.
Yeah.
When I seen that,
Yeah.
in my mind, I'm 22 going on 23 years old. My nigga, this is a whole different level of money that an average nigga my age would have never even walked into, right? And it had nothing to do with the game. So when niggas sit back and they think that it came from the game, that didn't come from the game. It came from me being a man. It came from the heart. That's where it came from. So I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna follow your lead on whatever it is that you choose to do, man. I just want you to know that forever, no matter, still to this day, that's my best friend.
I know that's right.
I ain't got no male. I got one male friend. One. Outside of that,
It's her.
she married, got 3 more kids after the daughter. The husband is my partner.
Man.
He fuck with me, a white boy. But he look at me like we family. Because I never tried to walk down that path ever again after that. I respected the decision. You changed my life. Why would I ruin yours?
And I can live mine.
I can live mine
and ruin
too.
us.
So she told me, she said, man, I just want you to walk away from that because I feel like you better than that. This is what she telling me, right? You know, I'm young-minded. So in my mind, I'm thinking about, only thing that's playing in my mind is the Jay Prince's and the big Southwest Pat and the, you know what I mean, the Bubble Twins. These niggas that I was watching as a young kid is the niggas that's
playing in your head.
All I see is I know these niggas ain't got this.
No.
So now I'm finna turn up, right? That's when I came back. I didn't have 4 million in the trunk. I had $1.5 million in a duffel bag. I still got the picture. I'm gonna give it to you. I got the duffel bag, and when I went to the bank, I told the lady I want all 20s, and I want $1.5 million, all 20s. And the lady looked at me. She said, "Why you want 20s? It'd be smaller for me to give you $100 bill." In my mind, I'm still young-minded.
I want it to look like that dope money.
I want it to look like the shit that I ain't never, you know what I mean, able to experience, my nigga. So I went back, and we wasn't on Bissonnet. Bissonnet wasn't even a thing yet.
Okay.
We was on Airline in 45.
Okay.
And Cross Timbers in 45. So there's a Chevron gas station on Airline.
Exactly where you at.
On air next to the Whataburger. There's there used to be a big hotel here, and then there was the Palace Inn still there. I pull up to the gas station, and I'm in that red F-150. I ain't even went and bought nothing yet. Pull up in the F-150, and damn, you okay?
Oh, Lord, we had an accident the other day that I had. You scared me, love. You okay?
What happened?
You just gotta put something on the bottom of it that'll secure on.
Or she can get in that black one.
Yeah.
The black one look more sturdy.
Or that. You can come in if you need to. You okay? Okay.
All right, so the nigga that used to clown me, right? He ain't used to clown me. The nigga used to just, he was the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Had something to say every time you came up.
Every time I came around, he had something to say. So when I got out there that day, I pulled up and what's the little nigga name? Dino, man.
Sonye. Come on, Ye, man.
Super Sonye, man. Major love and respect.
Sonye told me this story, too.
Sonye, I pull up. Sonye was out there, a couple more guys. I pull up, man. And this first nigga I kept asking about was this nigga, right? I said, man, where this nigga at, man? He said, I got something to show him. So the nigga pull up. He had an all-black Suburban. Clean as a motherfucker. And you know my mind is clean, right? Cause I'm an Arkansas nigga. So when he pull up, man, I get in my mode now, man. Yeah, yeah, nigga, I got something to show you, nigga. I've been looking for you, man. Boom. I opened up the motherfucking back door, and I'm parked at the gas pump. I opened up the back door, right? So when he walk up to the thing, I pulled out both bags. Mind you, it was all 20s. I threw them on the ground. I said, yeah, nigga, I told you, man, all it was gonna take was some time. That's all it took was some time. Yeah, the difference between me and you, man. Yeah, man, you gonna be here. I'm gonna be there, man. I'm gonna holler at you. And did it in front of everybody. So everybody looking at me crazy than a motherfucker, right? From that point moving forward, man, that's when the story
start. Yeah.
That's when the big story started.
But I'm gonna give you an example.
But that was the honest.
That's an incredible situation.